How's it going, everyone? And today I'm going to be bringing a deck profile that I've been playing around with, and to my surprise, it's been doing pretty well. First thing I want to go over is the ability that I'm using, which is Parasite Infestation. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this does. You can shuffle either one or two Parasites in your deck, into your opponent's deck, and you know what happens when they're drawn to it. It's summoned, they deal 1,000 points of damage. Which is, you commonly see this style of play by playing like Master the Accursed, but it's too long and it's time consuming. So my approach on using this deck was to deal as much damage I possibly can on first turn. Alright, so let me go over the monster lineup. Alright, first we have a Lava Golem. What does it do? Well, when your opponent controls two monsters, you can tribute to special summon it. On your opponent's standby phase, you deal 1,000. Now, you know they're going to have at least two monsters because of your Parasite. When that's summoned, it does 1,000. Let's say you use that to tribute for Lava Golem, does another 1,000, they're at 2,000. Alright, so that's half the life points already. A lot of damage, very few turn. And the next card, which is probably the MVP of the deck, in my opinion, is Mirage Dragon. Now, keep in mind, we're using Parasite Infestation, which brings out Parasite in the deck. We can force them to play it by using our Jade Insect Whistle. And remember, when it's played, it deals 1,000, and it's played in defense position. So if I were to attack it into it with my Mirage Dragon, it, as you can see by its effect, it can deal piercing damage. I would be able to do 1,600 points of damage. Plus the 1,000, they're at 26. We already dealt 2,600 points of damage, and they're only at 1,400 left. Now, another card that's also good in this deck is Flamvell Grunika, meaning if they try to play defensively, they're not going to be able to protect their life points because of what Grunika says. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage equal to the level of the destroyed monster times 200. So as you can see, it has 1,700 attack points. It can power creep Sergeant Electro, so if it were to destroy a Sergeant Electro, it would deal 900 points of damage. And you put up all the damage we've done together, they'll probably be at, what is it, 400 left? I think it is. Or they're probably going to be below 1,000. And the last monster I want to show, Mirage Dragon. Since we're going to be using our Mirage Dragon to attack, we don't want to run into any of his traps, such as, what's it called, Wall Disruption, which is pretty popular now because of the release of the new pack. But it only works when you're attacking, and what Mirage Dragon basically says is, well, I just locked your back row, and it's pretty much a dead card while I'm face up. Pretty good, 1,600 attack points, it's alright. I mean, a direct attack from it can do pretty good. Alright, we're going on to the spells. Alright, now first thing I want to note with the dragons in these decks, their defenses are very low, and you need a way to protect them. Also, when a Mirage Dragon attacks, it goes into defense position. So what we do is, by Mirage Dragon having 0 defense points, it kind of like baits your opponent to go into the attack, and then you use Super Rush Headlong on them. And if you draw another monster, 1,900 plus 1,600 or 1,700 is a lot of damage. So yeah, Super Rush Headlong is pretty good in that scenario. Next card, Forbidden Chalice. We only play one because it's very versatile. It has many uses. For example, let's say you don't have any protection, but you can make a direct attack with Mirage Dragon. If it goes through, activate Forbidden Chalice, your Mirage Dragon stays in attack position so that it can attack next turn, as well as deal 2,100 points of damage. Or, if your opponent uses Sergeant Electro and decides to pin your protective spell and traps, you can use Forbidden Chalice on it, and make sure you're ready for his attack next turn. Very versatile, stops, in my opinion, pretty good card. Enemy controller, no explanation here, just a block attack. It also synergizes with Mirage Dragon. For example, if they have a lower defense in their attacks, Mirage Dragon can take advantage of that, as well as protect it so that it can attack. Very good. Or if you're in a if you're in a 1v1 situation and you top deck this, you can go Econ take for game. Pretty common play that you could use. Very good if you have Mirage Dragon up face up on the field. Yep, we played 2 of those. Now I played Owner Seal to combo it off with my Lava Golem, but if I would replace it, I would probably replace Stamming Destruction, since the majority of the monsters in this deck is Dragon type. Dragon's Gunfire just for, 800 extra damage. Or probably, I think the best one is Black Pendant, as you can equip it to Spear Dragon for deal extra damage, and if they get rid of your Spear Dragon, equip it with Black Pendant to deal 500 more damage. Put them in a situation where if they were to get rid of my Spear Dragon, they would lose the game. So that kind of like a stalling tactic. And for the spell, no explanation here. Jade Insect Whistle, that's probably the only deck that this card can work with. The skill. Now for the traps. Eliminating the league. Let's say we only shuffle 1 Parasite into our deck. We're going to have a dead Jade Insect Whistle in our hand. But with eliminating the league, we can actually put it to use. We don't want any dead cards in our hand. So eliminating the league will make Jade Insect Whistle useful. And pretty powerful first turn, as you can see your opponent's hand and gives you an idea on how you should play the game based on their hand. Next card, Wall Disruption. Let's say you dealt a lot of damage, but your opponent's coming back with a swarm of monsters that can OTK you. You Wall Disruption, it saves you and lets you stall for the card that you need. Gamushara, very good with Spear Dragon. Now, when Spear Dragon attacks, it switches to defense position. But with Gamushara, since its defense is so low, they're probably going to attack with a low attack monster. And you can punish them by activating Gamushara. You inflict battle damage as well as effect damage equal to the monster who just attacked. It can actually end games. And the last card is Spell Shield Type 8. Again, it's to negate like ritual summons, econs, make sure we put our dead Jade Insect Whistle to use. Pretty versatile. Or just stop like random cards that come out of nowhere. Alright, enough of that. Let me go into some duel replays that I saved. Alright, first one we're going up against a Prowler. Okay, I don't think this was the first one. Oh well, I could show you the first one then. As you can see, we start off with 2 Jade Insect Whistles. Very powerful. And he has 2 shuffled in his deck. As you can see, he's at 18. And I just set this one because I want to show him that I'm ready for his attacks. Alright, we're at turn 2, he's at 3,000. So he's playing an Elemental Hero deck. Pretty cool idea. And I use his Super Rush Headlong. Boom. Now if I top deck the Spear Dragon, I could probably end him. But I get Mirage Dragon, which is fine as well. And he gets attacked. Attack. Now he's at 400. And you can see, only turn number 4. Where he summons a monster, I take the attack. And the next card I top deck, Lava Golem, which is perfect. I crashed into it because I don't want him to econ take. And that's game. In only 6 turns. But that was a pretty OP hand though. Alright, not a bad hand. We have 2 protection cards and some beaters. As you can see, we only shuffle 1. Play the boxer. And he sets a card in the back row. Now, since he set a card, I'm going to play my Mirage Dragon. And I set. Now this play, he plays Storm because this card in the back row is Wall of Disruption, which is pretty much useless against me. So I just activate both of them as I don't know which one he's going to target. He plays Sergeant Electro, but we don't have anything in the back row, so it's good. Alright, I play Grunika, as you can see, deals 900 points of damage just by destroying Electro. And we're at 2 monsters to his 1. And as you see, next turn, he draws a Parasite. I play defensively now, because for some reason he's not flipping up this monster. Right? That brings him to 2100. But he doesn't attack my other monster. That's fine. So now, I play a bluff card. And I attack into it. And you see, brings him down to 500 points of damage. As well as protecting my life points. As you can see, he plays a low attack point monster. Attacks the face down. So we could pop this. So he probably thought I had Gamushara. And Flamvell Grunika steals the game for us. So I play Jade Insect Whistle, and this guy actually plays Man-Eater Bugs. And this is pretty good information because this gives you an idea what people might be teching in the upcoming KC Cup. And because of its effect, 800 points of damage. Close to 1,000. Right, we first start off with the Jade Insect Whistle. It's on the top of our deck. We both shuffle 2 into each of our decks. Now he's at 3,000. Alright, at 3,000. He plays Massively Accursed, but he doesn't crash into it, as you see, this is his main way of dealing damage. Alright, he plays in defense position, and I attack it. And you see, he's at 1,400 and it's only turn 3. And his next draw is a Parasite. So the only thing I would have to top deck is anything that could deal damage, for example, Grunika or a Lava Golem. Now look at my life points compared to his. He's at 14, I'm at 25. And the only way he dealt damage to me was probably by the Mask of the Accursed and the Parasite. And Flamvell Grunika steals us the game again. probably gonna see my misplay. But it just shows you how much damage you can do. And if you misplay, you just have to top deck the right card.
My turn.
With Parasite Infestation, he shuffles 2 into his deck. He sets his whole back row. Alright, he cannot draw next turn. I set 2 cards. He has a Flash Assailant. Now this guy's trying to kill me this turn. So he Econ takes, and it's exactly lethal. But, thanks to Wall Disruption, I don't think so. Now this play right here, I was trying to bait him into attacking this, but I just should have attacked his Flash Assailant. But I was 1 turn too late. And he plays an aggressive Storm play, which is bad for me.
My trap activates. My turn is complete.
And it's 2,000 points of damage. Meaning I would probably have to top deck a Jade Insect Whistle in order to win this game.
How could I be so careless? That ends my turn. From my hand.
Alright, he top deck Trip to the Doom, which gets rid of my attacker.
My turn.
Now in top deck situation, both of us.
What shall I do? I'm counting on
And he gets the Gaia, which is bad for us.
I end my turn.
So we would have to top deck the Jade Insect, and we do. And with that, we steal the game. Even with my misplay.
What shall I do? Let's go. I draw. Parasite effect activates.
Alright, first hand we have protection cards. Pretty good. We shuffle back in 2 Parasite into his deck. We set 2 cards. Pretty solid start. He summons Gaga Gigo. Then he reveals he has Evil Dragon Ananta. But we negate it with Forbidden Chalice, which shows the versatility of it. And it brings him to 0. Now we draw Flamvell Grunika. And as you can see, it's level 8. And 8 times 200, 1,600 points of damage. And we do another 1,600. He's at 1,800 left, so all he would have to do is play 2 monsters. Well, we're at 4,000, and it's turn 4.
Counting on you.
Alright, he plays 2 monsters. He pops a card. Alright, I play the Lava Golem. He uses his Econ. And Econ takes. He sets a card and he surrenders because he knows he's still taking damage. And yeah, that's all the replays we have for today. And guys, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, man, like, comment, or subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your day, man.